say. A lot of people just like made their own theories and got some things wrong. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I meant from my own lyrics that I wrote. I wrote these lyrics. I wrote this whole song. Nobody wrote this song for me.
Ooh, shade. What is good? Diamond Dynasty, baby. Y'all already know what's going on in this video, man. Today we have the truth about Too Much to Say by Miss Queen Naija, man. Gets emotional. Let's get right into this video, man. Without further ado, let's not delay, man. Let's see exactly what she's talking about in this video, man.
I'm here today because I'm doing a video not reacting to, but more so just breaking down about the first song on my album called Too Much to Say. A lot of people just, they really like this song because they said they could relate to it a lot. So I'm here to break down what I meant. I know a lot of people did reactions to my song Too Much to Say. A lot of people just like made their own theories and got some things wrong. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I meant from my own lyrics that I wrote. I wrote these lyrics. I wrote this whole song. Nobody wrote this song for me.
Ooh, shade. The shade already, guys. The level of shade towards Mr. Christopher motherfucking Sales is crazy, all right? Let's keep it going, man.
This is from my own experience. If somebody ever wrote a song for me, I'd have no problem telling people if somebody wrote it. But I do write my music, and that's just that period. Even if somebody do help me write a song, I'm still writing majority of the song. Unless, like I said, I tell you guys something was fully written, like Bitter. But even I came in and changed that. So I write my music just to clear the air.
That's that on that, she said.
Let's get into the video.
She said what she said, y'all. So here's the thing. I know there's going to be copyright on this. So what I might have to do is just chop this up. So if I chop it up, I'm just letting you know that I chopped it up. But of course, you guys can go watch the original video, which you probably already have, okay? So I'm going to chop this bitch up just to let y'all know, because it is copyright. So let's get it.
It says, say my music hitting weak. No, it's my music getting weak.
That's so funny because she is actually using the same lyric video that Chris decided to use to react to her song, okay? So she's basically throwing shade at Chris in this video, all right? She's already addressed that she wrote the song, okay? And she's also addressing that some of these lyrics are not correct. Let's continue.
I'm gonna just read it to you. They told me that I'm running out of time. I ain't lit no more. They say my music getting weak. It don't hit no more. Sometimes I don't want to have fame or get rich no more. But I got 2 kids to feed. I can't sit no more. So the time frame that I was making this song in, you guys gotta understand, I was like under a lot of pressure because, you know, I wasn't really putting out music. I put out Away From You and I put out Good Morning Text. I personally feel like that those songs didn't do well.
At least you're honest.
I didn't like those songs that much.
At least you're honest.
I feel like it wasn't my best work. And I kind of had like a chip on my shoulder. I had something to prove. I wanted to release better music really fast, but I was under a lot of pressure. People kept saying that I was, like, my time was over, and that I fell off and stuff. And, you know, coming from a place where, like, your first song, like Medicine, just blew up, and then, like, kind of falling off a tad bit, if you, whatever they wanted to call it, when I was really working, but falling off like that just, I don't know, it was very discouraging at points. So I was just really
I can feel where she's coming from, but you also got to keep in mind that some people will never experience the heights of something like Medicine ever in their life. Even if you were a one-hit wonder or you only had one track or one single that did very, very well, and you never had any more bangers, at least you can say you had a banger, okay? A lot of people can never say that in their life. They will go throughout their whole life without ever making a fucking hit song, all right? So, seeing it from that perspective, you already know that, hey, that was just a blessing in itself, all right? And just take it for what it is.
Kind of going off of what I've seen people saying, that my songs wasn't, like, I was a one-hit wonder, basically. When I said sometimes I don't want to have fame or get rich no more, I was just kind of saying like,
This shit ain't easy.
a lot comes with being famous. A lot comes with being a public figure. A lot comes with being in the public eye, and a lot comes with having money too.
No privacy.
And sometimes it be like, you know how they say more money, more problems, or whatever. Like, first of all, having fame is like, I still consider myself a normal, like a regular girl. So,
Right.
you know, when I say certain things online, or when I'm trying to be myself, and like people don't understand it, or they think that I'm like, or people misconstrue like who I am, or like they call me dumb if I'm acting myself and acting goofy, or if I say a joke. Like, I literally cannot say anything
Without
at
being
all
judged.
on social media without literally getting dragged or getting my words twisted. And I think at the time I was like living in my penthouse. I always would look out at the city and just could never really go out and do anything fun, not even go have lunch with like friends or whatever. I felt trapped, you know, a lot of times because my security was not living there. But
Can't even
just
enjoy
because like when I go out
life.
in public now, it's like, unless I'm going to Target or something in a nice area, or like a low area, I can't really have peace anymore, you know? I can't really, like, I don't, you know, you give that up when you become in the public eye.
It's a fact.
So, me being such a free spirit, that just, like, sometimes I was like, I don't even want this. And sometimes,
Facts.
like, you know, money don't buy happiness, you feel me? But
No, it
sometimes.
doesn't.
But, you know, I was just feeling like that at that point. I feel better now, you know, so. But my kids, I got 2 kids to feed. I can't sit no more. So my 2 kids are my motivation. You know what I'm saying? I want to have the best life for them. I want to give them the best life. I want to give them everything I didn't have. I want to just be able to provide for my kids. And if this is what I have to do to provide for my kids and my family, then, and I have to sacrifice like some freedom or whatever, then I just have to do it. You know, I just have to learn how to maneuver through it. And that's what I'm doing. It's 2020, y'all, and I've learned to be a little bit more reserved through certain things. I'm still myself. I still say certain things. I still, you know, but I've gotten better over time. So, yeah, I think I'm going to ride with doing my music.
Chris is making a reaction as we watch this video.
Sorry, y'all. I was trying to find my QuickTime player. Where is it at? Oh, my Lord.
Trying to make sure it's recording.
Do I not know how to work this?
It's recording, Queen.
What did I do? Oh, my God.
This is behind the scenes YouTuber issues right here.
So right here, it says I flipped a bill for everything. No, I said I foot the bill for everything.
I foot the bill.
World on my shoulders. I want to break down, but I can't. I got to hold up. Not, I got to hold her. Who am I holding? I have no daughter. Like, want to free my mind, but I'm trying to stay sober. I don't really smoke or drink like that. Sometimes people get on drugs or whatever because they just can't take it. Like, it's too much. And sometimes it's just too much for people, so they try to handle it with just taking their mind off of it by.
And you're just putting a band-aid over the wounds that you haven't healed from. And you're not even giving yourself a chance to heal when you try to use alcohol or drugs or cigarettes, any toxic type of thing that you do to feel better. You're just putting a band-aid over that. It's not healing it because you're not dealing with it. In order to heal, you have to deal, all right, with the thing that is at hand. And a lot of the times we don't want to deal and face our emotions. We're scared of our emotions, and I fell victim to it before, you know, and I'm pretty sure I will in the future. But it's all about facing those emotions head on. Okay, live and fucking direct, because if not, they will always emerge in different situations. And just because you try to cover it up or stuff it down, it's going to continue to come up for you to deal with. Okay? Deal so you can heal. Because if you do not deal, you will not heal. And a lot of us are so scared of dealing with those emotions, and we don't know how to process those emotions because we weren't taught how to process emotions, which is something that we should learn in school. And there's a lot of shit that we do learn in school that we should not learn in school because it has no relevance in everyday life. We don't know how to deal with this shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know how to communicate effectively. We don't know some of the basic things that could actually help us emotionally in life as adults and human beings, you know? And I feel like a lot of that has to do with us as a whole not understanding ourselves, you know? You have to go within and understand yourself. But yeah, she's absolutely right, man. And I'm so glad to hear that Queen isn't covering up her pain and hurt with alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, smoking, weed, whatever it is toxic to your health. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that she's not doing that because it's so much easier to medicate than meditate. All right. But anyway, let's continue.
Doing or drinking or like, you know, so I'm trying to stay sober. I mean, I'm not trying to get into all of that.
I know that's right.
But sometimes people free their mind through, they escape reality by doing certain things. And it's sad. It's really sad that people have to, you know, do that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody could just go from being like a super normal person to, I don't know, just really just being a drug addict or alcoholic.
Facts.
And it sucks.
100%.
The world we live in. I ain't really lived yet. I'm only getting older. When I say I ain't really lived yet, like, I'm 25.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only getting older, but
Halfway
like at
to
the
50.
same time, I feel like it's so much more to learn and it's so much more to do. You know, I haven't really traveled the world. I haven't.
2020.
Like,
You gotta hurry up.
I haven't really done a lot of things, but be married and be in a family and have kids. Like, I really haven't even. I still have to find myself.
You haven't
some more,
lived for
you know?
yourself.
Not find myself some more, but just.
You haven't lived for yourself, man.
Experience more and.
On your
You
own.
learn something new about yourself every day. So,
Mm-hmm.
I foot the bill for everything. When I say that, I don't mean that like I'm
Paying for everything.
I'm like frustrated or I'm like I don't like have money or taking care of my family because that's what I feel like I'm supposed to do. You know, but sometimes.
So is she admitting that she does like pay for everything in her current relationship? Because that's what it sounds like. I foot the bill for everything. And she's telling us that she doesn't mind, you know, taking care of her family. But it kind of sounds like the roles, you know, she's taking the role of the provider. Which is there's no problem with that at all. I feel like whether man or female, whatever it is, y'all come up with something that works for you. And just because you were in a relationship to where you're the provider, maybe you're at a stage in life, you know, to where you can't be the provider. Now you have to be the person that depends on that person or, you know, not the breadwinner of the household. I feel like those roles can change even throughout a course of a relationship. Maybe you'll start off as the breadwinner, something happens with your job or something's not going so well, so the other person takes that spot or takes that position, okay, while you're getting your racks up or whatever the case may be. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that in that situation, but I feel like if both parties have come to an agreement and it's working for them, who are we to judge what the fuck the next person has going on? Because you definitely wouldn't want somebody coming in your household judging what y'all got going on in y'all certain agreements, right?
Sometimes it gets to be a lot when you wear so many hats and have so much to do and have so much to worry about. And, you know, sometimes you just feel like the world is on your shoulders. So, but that's what comes with it. That's what comes with this life. So, you know? So, CJ, at that point in time, CJ was going back and forth to me and his dad's house. Like a month at my house, a month at his house. And like, sometimes I feel like that would confuse a child. Like, why am I here for long periods of time? Then when I go back to mommy's house, like the rules are changing. Like, why is it so like, why aren't we in the same house, you know? And I try, actually, you know, he's asked questions about that already, like when he was a little bit, maybe last year. And he used to be like, Mommy, remember when you was at Daddy's house? Or remember when y'all you and Daddy was in the same house?
The same household.
And it made me sad because, you know, honestly, he hasn't seen us in the same room at one time in since Houston, honestly. Unless, like, he's dropping him off to me, like, and it's just a quick, you know, drop-off thing or, you know, transfer thing. And I feel like it's not his fault. It's not CJ's. CJ has nothing to do with that, you know? But it could be confusing and it could be a little traumatic. It could be, like, a big adjustment for him. But I feel like if I was to tell him right now, I can't explain everything to him. He's too young. He don't understand. I'm going to have to tell him when he gets older. And I feel like if I try to tell him that now, he's just a kid. How is he going to take all of that?
He's not really going to understand.
But, you know, Mommy had to go. Sometimes when you're in a really messed up situation or like
when you're unhappy,
toxic kind of situation, it's healthier to just leave and be happy rather than let your child grow up and see, you know, live in an unhappy home and see certain things that you shouldn't see, you know?
I feel it. I understand that completely. Like, I came from a household to where my parents got separated when I was young. Not young like CJ young, but I had to be like maybe 9, 10, something like that, possibly maybe a little earlier in life. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, me going through that, like I didn't understand. Like, my dad would try to prep me and tell me like a year like before, leading up to everything that happened. And I mean, I understood to a certain extent, but a child is still a child. A child doesn't really comprehend. The child knows that mommy and daddy are like, they're not seeing eye to eye. They feel the tension, you know, and then they feel like they're the problem. They might be the issue. Like, is it me? If it wasn't for me, then maybe you guys would still be together, or maybe y'all would still be happy, or, you know, because as we all know, a lot of the attention shifts to the baby when a baby comes into the world, right? So, you know, I feel like it's tough. It's tough for a child who doesn't really have the capability of understanding really what's going on and comprehending it, you know? So, yeah, I feel for anybody going through that. It can be very traumatic, and it can definitely make you look at relationships and view relationships differently as you grow, you know?
I think it was a lot healthier to just see mommy happy and daddy happy separately.
That's
you
true.
know? Instead of mommy and daddy always arguing, mommy and daddy fighting, mommy and daddy like.
And as a kid, you just want mommy and daddy to be together, you know, and you really don't see the fact that, okay, this is not healthy. You don't see that, you know, mommy's not happy or daddy's not happy, so they should probably do what's best for them. You just want mommy and daddy to be together, and you just don't understand, you know. It's your parents, so it's very touchy, very sensitive. And especially when your parents go out and they meet new people and they start dating other people and stuff like that. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that a child can go through, you know, that I can definitely relate to. And so I just hope that CJ is able to, you know, cope with that in healthy ways and actually gain some understanding as he gets older, you know?
You know, sometimes in those situations you just have to leave, and that's the best thing. Okay.
Let's get to it.
I got scars from the past I don't talk about. I could probably ruin lives if I run my mouth. Put makeup over my bruises and fake a smile. Turn on the camera. We gotta make this money now. So I'm pretty sure everyone has read between the lines of the song.
We did.
It's a lot of things that I haven't talked about online, just because of the fact that it possibly could ruin people's lives, you know? And I guess I would rather not do that. I would rather just move on and forgive myself for allowing that to happen and just do the right thing and forgive the person, you know? I feel like a lot of women can relate to being through domestic violence. A lot of women can relate to that, And sometimes it's super hard to leave. Like, it's really hard to leave, and that's all you know. It's really hard to leave because it's like a cycle. It's like, one, it's all you know. Two, the person makes you feel like if you left,
nobody would want you.
No one else could probably love you like they love you, although they're still hurting you at the same time. It's crazy when it's like the same person that make you smile,
make you cry.
Or no, sorry, the same person that is causing your pain is the same person that relieves your pain. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but like sometimes the same person that make you cry can be the same person that make you smile, vice versa. So it's hard to leave because you're a little confused. Like, okay, like, well, he makes me feel better after this happens, like, or he says sorry, or like, and it's just really hard to leave because one, it's a lot of fear in leaving too. It's just the fear
unknown.
The unknown, fear of being alone, fear of nobody else wanting you, fear of
I won't find nobody better.
What will happen to you if you do try to leave, So, yeah. And then a lot of the times that I was going through certain things, I was still doing YouTube. I was still on the camera. I was still smiling because at the end of the day, bills had to be paid.
Got to get that money.
At the end of the day, I quit I got fired from my job. I quit doing 9 to 5s because
me too.
This was a better life for us. Like, we had more money.
Freedom,
so it's like,
too.
At the same time,
freedom
like,
is key.
I'm
gonna say this: it is not all about the money. It's not all about the clout or none of that. I will say this, man: the goal is to be free. Okay, and being free means something different than it means to you. And my whole intention was, when I got fired, I said that was the last job that I would ever be at, and I kept saying it's the last job that I'm gonna have. And so my whole goal was to be just financially free. I wanted to do my passion, which was YouTube. I wanted to do this. And I didn't care about I didn't care about having no Lamborghinis, none of that shit. I just wanted to be able to make enough to pay my bills. That's all. I wanted to be able to do what I loved and replace the income that I had coming in from a 9 to 5 to, doing what I love and actually being able to sustain a normal life like everybody else, but actually just be doing what I'm passionate about, and God blessed me with the opportunity. I'm grateful every motherfucking day, but the money, the fame, the clout, none of that really matters. For me, freedom was getting my time back, getting my life back, not having to punch in, punch out, listen to somebody tell me what I should do, what I can't do, rules for this and rules for that. And also building somebody else's dream instead of my own, okay? And that was freedom for me when I was able to do what the fuck I wanted to do, whenever I wanted to do it, all right? And be able to pay my bills. If I had $1 more in my account after all my bills were paid, I was happy, And it just grew to be even more than I could have ever imagined, So with that being said, guys, follow your fucking dreams. And let the love for what you do, let your passion guide you. Don't just do shit for the money, because I promise if you're just doing it for the money, you'll always need more and then need more and more and more and more. If you're doing something because you're truly passionate about it, you will always, be okay, even when the money is not where you feel like it needs to be, okay? Because you would do it even if you weren't getting paid for it. You might still have a 9 to 5 because there you for damn sure. Okay, I would still have a 9 to 5 if YouTube wasn't paying. But since it is, I was blessed enough to be able to make that switch, make that transition. Anyway,
Chuck it up. You gotta smile it out. You gotta fake it out. Fake it till you make it type of thing. And you gotta just think about the good things. And that was my mindset back then. Just think about the good things and think about the checks, or think about, at the end of the day, we had a baby, so
there's always a silver lining.
I had to do what I had to do. And that was how I felt back then, until like something just snapped and was like,
yeah, don't allow that mindset though to keep you in a toxic situation that you shouldn't be in. Of course, look at the silver lining, look at the positive things in that situation, but also take the necessary actions to get yourself in a better situation, okay? Away from that toxicity.
Money is not worth your mental health and your worth.
Facts.
You know? And women, I want you guys to, you know, recognize the same thing. Like, just really, 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 I know it'd be hard, but you just really have to think about the bigger picture and how damaged you could possibly, how you can be like in your older days if you don't leave something, you know, nip it in the bud, or leave a toxic situation in your younger days, because you will like waste all your time and get old and be like, oh my God, why did I allow, like, I didn't even get to live. I lived my life, most of my life I lived in misery. Yo, they have to chill with getting these words wrong. How do you get every time from as a child? Every time I was introduced to things that it shouldn't have been. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, LBO lyrics, we have to have a talk. Let me tell you, let me show you let me tell y'all what I meant, what it's supposed to be said right here. As a child, I was introduced to things that I shouldn't have been. Feeling hot between the legs when I shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
And I ain't tell my mama because I didn't want the drama. 24, still living with the trauma.
That's self-explanatory.
So, I feel like a lot of people that can read between the lines know what I mean. You know, as a younger girl, as a little girl, actually, I was no older than maybe like 6. Yeah, 5 or 6. And, you know, some things happened when I was little with a certain family member, and I want to clear the air that it was not my stepdad. A lot of people did videos saying that it was my stepdad, my sister brother's dad, and my mom was like trying to cover it up and sweep it in. My mom would never be with nobody that does that, that would ever do that to her kids. So it was not him. That man never touched me at all. I won't say who it was, but just know that I went through some things as a little girl, but I think when I was little, around that age, it was like I didn't know what I was really doing, but as I got older, the memory just stayed in my head. I never told my mom. She always told me to tell her if anything happens, tell mommy, like always. I don't know why I didn't tell her. I think I was scared something was going to happen. And I think as I got older, I start feeling like it was my fault, or I felt like in a way kind of just like it was my fault, and it wasn't. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was going on. And a lot of times, I don't know, a lot of times I don't think about it at all, so I be feeling like it don't affect me, or didn't affect me as I got older. But the more I talked about it, I think I realized I actually was affected by it, because I just got this feeling again, like this feeling. I actually didn't reveal it to my mom until I was a teenager, so yeah. And I was 24 when I wrote this song, so when I say 24 still living with the trauma, it's like it's traumatic for something like that to happen to a young girl that don't even know what's going on, you know. And I feel like I'm not the only one. I feel like so many girls has went through things
and
like
boys
that.
too,
And,
actually, guys.
A lot of times you hide it and you keep it a secret, or sometimes you'll tell your mom or your dad or your family or whatever, and they won't believe you. But that wasn't my
crazy
case.
As shit.
I feel like my mom
not
was crazy, so I feel like somebody would have got seriously injured or killed or something. But I was so scared. I never liked confrontation. I didn't want to see family going feuding with family. I don't know, but as I was little, I don't know. As I got older, don't know why I didn't say nothing, but you know, I don't know, y'all. But I'm past that. I feel a lot. I feel better, you know, but it's just an unfortunate situation that happens in many young girls' lives. So yeah, that's why you never see me laughing at nobody's pain. Not paint. You never see me laughing at nobody's pain. No matter how hard it gets, my heart will never change. That's just me saying that, like, although, like, I've been through all this stuff, I've still remained, remain the person that I am. Oh, I still remain this girl that can unconditionally love people and forgive people, and I don't know why my heart is like this, y'all, but
it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, my heart is just, I don't know. You know, the crazy thing is, like, even though people do stuff to me, or like people say, like, at the end of the day, I might get like mad or say something back, but I literally don't want anything to happen to nobody, you know? I don't want to see nobody hurt. Like,
right, for what?
I feel bad when I see a person that has hurt me. I feel bad when I see them hurt. I never gloat in nobody's pain or like in nobody's trauma, like, cause you never know what, I don't know. You don't
know what people have went through.
I'm just not like that, y'all.
And what
It's
they're
just
going
so
through.
super hard to feel happy about somebody going through something, no matter what. And I feel like I will never change. And I feel like people have called me stupid for being that way. People have said, girl, couldn't be me, cause I would do this. I don't know. I'm just like this, y'all. I'm not trying to say I'm perfect, but literally when I say there's no hatred in my heart, like, there's no hatred at all for nobody. And I don't know, like, even though I've been through all of this effort, like, I just continue to forgive.
Tearing up,
and I just continue to love, and I can't help it. And I just feel like God has placed that in me, you know? And I'm glad. It's a great quality.
It is.
To have. So I don't know why I'm like about to cry, but I'm about to get off the camera because I don't want to cry in front of people. But yeah, like, I'm in a better place now. I'm happy, and I just hope, I wish everybody the best in life. Everyone. Down to the people who did stuff to me. So yeah, that's all. And yeah, that's it. Love y'all.
Well, that's that, man. That's that. Let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below. I feel like I have taken a lot of time to talk about how I feel about what she said. So take the time, leave a comment. Let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below. I love you guys so much. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace, and we out, baby.